Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and yes, this is real. This is not the Halloween spray stuff you get in the store. I actually did do this to my hair 2 weeks ago, and I realized that I should have filmed it right when when I first got it, because it was so bright. But then I dyed it last weekend because it faded out and whatever. But I'll be going back to a dark color for a Halloween purpose, and just because I miss it. Anyway, today's videos, as you may see by the title, is going to be about Japanese rituals, like Japanese scary Halloween rituals, and I'm a nerd on this stuff. I love watching or hearing or reading about creepy stuff. It creeps me out, but it creeps me out in kind of like a good, kind of excited way to get ready for Halloween, because, and it's coming up to Halloween. It's October 5th, right when I'm filming this, and I think I'm actually going to post it today, just because I haven't uploaded a video in, 3 weeks, and that's a long time. It's almost a month since I'm going to be uploading my second video, and I feel bad about it, honestly, and I know not much of you are watching at all. I think it's just my 2 friends that subscribed, but still, I should still say sorry, because if I want to do this, I have to keep it up. I can't just be, oh, a year later, oh, I'm going to post my second video ever. No. Anyway, back on Halloween. I'm going to be trying to do a lot more videos, and I know I said that I was going to do it once a Friday, but I think I'm going to do it more often, because it is October, and I really want to get in some scary videos, and this one's not going to be, it's going to be creepy, as for me, anyway. For you guys too, if you guys enjoy this type of stuff. Then if you guys enjoy this video, make sure to comment down below, and I probably should have said that at the end, but I'll remind you anyway. So I printed them out because I'm filming on my phone. I don't have any good equipment, because I'm still testing out YouTube and see if I like it. But the first story that I printed out 3 because I didn't want this video being 20 minutes long, because I'm not sure what the rules are for beginner YouTubers. So the first one's going to be hide and seek, and it's hide and seek alone technically, and that's what it says here, or one-man hide and seek. There's a bunch of names for it, but this one, I found that all these on Scary for Kids, and I'm not going to be reading word for word because I don't want to get copyrighted if that's even a thing for reading stuff off the internet. But I think it's okay if I say who it's by. I guess I'll do that. Okay, so this one's obviously called Hide and Seek, and it's by Scary for Kids. So all these stories that I'm reading, I think, are by Scary for Kids on the web that they created. Let me see. Scary for Kids. Yes, they're all they're all by the website Scary for Kids. And if you guys haven't went to that website yet, I highly recommend you go to that website, because if you love Halloween, scary, creepy, eerie stuff like me, then you'll love that website. It's not like a kid website. It says that because, I don't know, I guess it's just the name they picked, but it's technically not just scary. It's not just scary for kids. It can be scary for adults, because it is really creepy. But these are Japanese rituals. So it says, hide and seek alone is a scary Japanese game in which you play a dangerous game of cat and mouse with a possessed doll. Ooh, just got chills right there. This game is also known as, I don't know how to say that. That's a Japanese name. I'm gonna attempt it because, Hitori Kakurenbo, Hitori Kakurenbo. I don't know. I'm saying it in Spanish. I don't speak Spanish. One-man hide and seek, or one-man tag. Those are also names for it. It's what am I saying? Hide and seek alone, one-man hide and seek, or one-man tag. It is a very dangerous game, and we recommend that you do not play this game. And I can see why they say that. It's because you're essentially going to be basically, what did I like to say that, inviting something into your home and attaching it to, attaching it to one of your possessions. And that's apparently really dangerous. I remember a few YouTubers saying that it's like very dangerous to do this game because of how you, I'm trying to think of it, how you're basically attaching something to your possession inside of your house. And I'm not sure, you know. Anyway, moving on. It says, to play hide and seek alone, you need to, okay, so these are kind of like, materials that you will need. And I'm not sure if you want to get these because to me it seems like a dangerous game. But anyway, if you want to, play at your own risk. To play hide and seek alone, you need a stuffed doll. It must have arms and legs, a bag of uncooked rice, enough to fill the doll, a needle and crimson thread. And if you don't know what crimson thread is, it's like a red thread. It's a name of a red color, like scarlet red, or you know how different colors have names like cobalt blue, royal blue, you know. I think you get the point. A sharp knife, a cup of salt. Natural salt would be the best. You also need to choose a small room or closet which will be your hiding place. So this game, you're basically, I'm just gonna tell you kind of a summary, or I should probably just read it. Yeah, okay. So step 1, it says, okay, so I don't think I'm gonna read the steps to you. I'm just gonna explain really what it is. That's just materials anyway. Okay, so it says, so the game has, I think, okay, so it says, at this point you may hear the pitter-patter of tiny feet, and this is after you run back to your hiding place. So you'll do the last step, step 13, which it says, so look it up, you know, if you want to do this. I'm not gonna say the steps because, you know, I'm not recommending you to do this at all. But it says, after you do the last step, it says, you know, run back to your hiding place. That's the last step. I'll give you that one. It says, immediately run back to your hiding place and wait. So after that step, it says, at this point you may hear the pitter-patter of tiny feet. So like when a doll walks, like, you know how porcelain dolls, I'm guessing that's what they're referring to, has like wooden or glass feet, and you know, you hear that clacking sound like, you know, shoes do. Pitter-patter of tiny feet. If the doll is close, you will hear the white noise on the TV change. Apart from the sound of footsteps and things being moved around, some people have reported horrible smells, drastic changes in temperature, and the TV suddenly switching off or the volume changing dramatically. Some have reported the sensation of being touched or pulled on. Now, they say TV is because of how there's a TV involved in this game. You turn on your TV and that's like the static, only the static. Don't turn it on. Oh, let's watch some, I don't know what show you guys watch, but let's say you're watching SpongeBob. I still love that show, but let's say you're watching SpongeBob. You're not going to turn it on to that. No, you're going to turn it on just to pure static, or where it says no signal. And that's where it's going to like signal you when the doll's close to you. And, you know, cold, like, you know, when a ghost comes next to you or a presence, it's going to feel cold. Like, you'll be perfectly warm or comfortable, and then a cold breeze just rushes by you. That's what they mean. If at any time you feel the doll is about to find you, end the game. So if the doll is about to find you, you need to end the game now, or I don't know what's going to happen. They didn't explain that. To end the game, here's to end the game. So it's basically, that's not really important, but I'll explain the rules. Do not stop this ritual halfway through. You must do it through to the end. So that's kind of like the next one I'm going to show you. Do not go outside of the house still. Do not play this game for more than 2 hours, or the spirit will become too powerful and will not leave the doll. Ooh, still getting chills, and I've read this over and over again. Yes, that seems like it would be true, is that can, like, I'm not sure if it actually is true, I'm not like a paranormal hunter, but it seems like it would be true. If you leave the doll in the hour for, in the doll for more than 2 hours, I can see it getting really, really powerful, and just something that you can't handle with. You must be alone in the house when you play. You can play with friends, but if there is someone else in the house who is not playing, they will be the mortal danger if the doll finds them instead. So that seems like you can play with other friends. If you do play this game, I recommend playing with other friends because it's scary. It's really scary playing alone. And I don't think I could have played one of these games alone. If I had to, I would definitely play with a few of my friends because, like, it just gives me chills just thinking about these games. Like, I love reading about them, I love learning about them, but you know, it's just, I get scared on certain, like, things that I shouldn't be scared for, you know? When you return to your hiding place, do not look behind you. That is, ooh, creepy. Like, what's gonna happen if you look behind you? That's the thing. Anyway, you must turn off all the lights and keep very quiet while hiding. So, you know, self-explanatory. Do not leave your hiding place without salt water in your mouth. The doll will still be searching for you. So if you're about to end the game, you can end the game whenever. It's not a certain rule like in the next game I'm about to explain. But it's not a certain rule where you have to wait this much hours for the end game to end. No, you can end it whenever. So like if you just started it and you don't want to play anymore, you played for an hour and you're done, you're too creeped out, then you can end it right then and there. So basically that's what the salt water is for. You hold it in your mouth so no spirit can like enter your body or just harm you, and you know. If you are religious, take a symbol of protection from your religion into the hiding place with you. Crucifix, rosary beads, a scapular, don't know what that is. A hamsa or a Buddhist amulet or talisman. This says, I think this is the last page, right? Not too sure, let me check. Yeah, okay. It says, this is a very dangerous ritual and we advise you not to try it. We will be responsible for what we will not be responsible for what happens to you if you try it. If you make a mistake, you could wind up stabbed or stabbed to death or possessed by an evil spirit. In Japanese, the word for it in hide and seek is Ani, which means demon. Anyway, so this game is like no joke. I believe it because I mean, one of the materials is like one of your DNA that you have to put in like your hair or your finger clippings, just something of your thing. And if you're playing with multiple people, they would need to put their DNA in the doll as well. But like, you know, it's like assigning something to you. Not assigning something, it's like attaching something to you pretty much. Anyway. Okay, so I'm not sure if I'll have enough time at all. I'm not even sure if I'll have to be able to post this video. I think I might have to redo it because it's getting so long. And I'm not sure what the limits are for YouTube. But we'll see, and in any case, I think I might just upload this story, if not, and then upload the next story. But honestly, I don't know what to do. So it's like getting to 15 minutes right now, and I'm not sure if I should end it right now and then just continue on with another video. I'm not sure, but I think what I might do, I don't know. I guess it's the chance for me to take a risk and see if I can do more than 15 minutes. Anyway. Okay, so the next one is called The Midnight Game, and I think everybody's heard of this game. I watched a movie yesterday about it. But it says The Midnight Game is an ancient pagan ritual that was used in the Dark Ages to punish those who broke the laws and tradition of the religion. Recently, this game has become popular with kids and teenagers on the internet, who perform the ritual to summon the Midnight Man. They do it as a dare or as a thrill-seeking exercise, little knowing how dangerous this ancient ritual really is. So, it actually, this game, ritual, or I don't really think these are games. These are just like just dangerous things you shouldn't do. But this was like, as I stated at the first time, what as I stated, that it's an ancient kind of like a punishment for people who broke the law of religion or just broke the law in general. They would make them do this for punishment, and I guess if they died, then oh, I just heard something. I think my family's home as well. So it says, warning: do not play the midnight game. It is very dangerous. There is a very real chance of death for those who play the midnight game, and there is an even greater chance that it will drive you insane. It is highly recommended that you do not play the midnight game. Okay, so these are the steps. I'm not going to give you the steps, like I said. If you do choose to play, you do it at your own risk. Okay, so it says, okay, so after the steps it says you have just invited the Midnight Man into your house. So now he's in, so now it says now the midnight game begins. So the game begun. There's no way getting out. You have to, I forgot to tell you, that you have to wait till 3:33 till the game can end. You started at 12, that's why it's called the Midnight Man, or Midnight Game. You have to finish it. You can't just say, oh, I'm done with this game, this is getting boring, or this is too creepy for me to handle at like 1 o'clock. You can't end this game. You have to finish it till 3:33. You have to last till 3:33 to end it. I think that's what it's going to say in here in a few minutes. It says, you must walk around the house in the dark with the lit candle in your hand. So you have to have a candle. You can't have a flashlight, you have to have a candle. Your goal is to avoid the Midnight Man at all costs until exactly 3:33 a.m. If your candle goes out, it means that the Midnight Man is near you. You have to relight the candle within the next 10 seconds, or the Midnight Man will get you. The candle is your only protection. I'm getting so much chills from this. But, so that's what the candle's for. It's for to signal you when the Midnight Man is close to you. So, I mean, if it goes out, the Midnight Man is near you. And you have to relight it in with, I think it's at 10 seconds, or the Midnight won't get you. Will get you. I think I just said that wrong. The Midnight Man will get you. And it says the candle is your only protection. If you don't have the candle, he's gonna get you. So that's your, like, your safe, kind of like, your safe item with you. If you are able to relight the candle within the time you can continue playing, moving around the house, avoiding the Midnight Man. So if you relight the candle in like 10 seconds, then you can keep on playing. Just keep on going on. If you are not able to relight the candle fast enough, so that means if you relight it in like the 11th second, 12 seconds, then you have to do something. It says, if you're not able to relight the candle fast enough, you must immediately surround yourself with a circle of salt. You must remain within the circle of salt until 3:30 a.m. The salt is your last line of defense. Do not step outside the circle of salt or the Midnight Man will get you. So I guess it's kind of like you circle, okay, so after your candle goes out, you relight it in like the 12th second, it won't work. You have to surround yourself in the circle of salt, and I guess he's just out there waiting for you to step out. So you stay in there because salt is supposed to ward off any bad spirits. If you're not able to relight the candle, okay, not already read that. If you make it to 3:33 a.m. without being trapped within the circle of salt, it means you have won the game. So I'm guessing it means that if you get trapped in the circle of salt before 3:33 a.m., you lose the game. You lose it. I mean, nothing happens to you, you just lose it. Now, if you have the candle for the whole game, and you last the whole game, you win the game. Whatever happens in Midnight Man will leave at 3:30 a.m., and if you are still alive, it is safe to go to sleep. So, this, but I just lost what I was about to say. What was I going to say? Oh, right. He will leave no matter what. So if you're still in the game, or if you're in the circle of salt, he's gonna leave no matter what at 3:33 a.m. No matter what. If you spend the entire game staying in the one spot, this will only result in a Midnight Man finding you. It is highly advised that you keep moving throughout the game. So don't just stay in one place. Don't be like, oh, I'm just gonna chill on my phone on the couch. I don't think the phone is allowed. But you can't just be like, oh, I'm just gonna chill on this couch with my candle. No, he will find you if you do that. Signs that the Midnight Man is near you. Your candle will blow out. You will suddenly feel extremely cold. You will hear a low whisper. You will see the shadow figure of a man in the darkness. Ooh, just saw a notification on my phone. Okay, so now it's getting to the rules. Every game has rules. You can't just avoid the rules. Okay, we now have rules. It says, do not turn on any lights during the midnight game. Just like the One Man Hide and Seek. It says, do not turn any lights on. Do not use a flashlight during the midnight game. You have to use a candle. Do not fall asleep during the midnight game. Same with the hide and seek. Do not fall asleep because you're essentially just leaving an entity in your house without, like, practically saying goodbye to it. Do not use another person's blood on the paper that bears your name. Yeah. So one of the things that you have to do for the steps is prick your finger and put it next to your name on a piece of paper and put the blood. You know. Do not try to use a lighter instead of a candle. It will not work. Do not attempt to provoke or anger the Midnight Man in any way. Because spirits, as you probably all know, or if you don't, spirits do not like to be teased or poked at or just like taunted in any way. It gives them a sign of disrespect. It must be exactly 12 a.m. when you begin performing the ritual. Otherwise it will not work because it's the Midnight Man, midnight game. It has to work at midnight. Okay, so then just something at the end. So it says, okay, so I'll probably read this. Some words of advice. Do not play this game. There are many dangers involved. Summoning a spirit or inviting a ghost or demon into your house is incredibly dangerous. You could be abducted or become possessed. Running around with matches and candles in the dark is extremely dangerous. Do not burn yourself or set your house on fire. Pricking your finger and messing around with blood is dangerous. Do not allow yourself to come in contact with someone else's blood. You could catch a fatal disease. Finally, our advice to you is, do not play this game. So I do not have enough time to read the other one. Sadly, because it's 22 minutes. I know how this. Because I was explaining every little thing as they've gone, and you probably guys are just like, why are you explaining this? We already know this. But some people don't. Some people are just like, what does that mean? Like, if little kids are watching this, because, you know what? I got you. Anyway, this is my first video on my Halloween. On the first month, on the first, like, not the day at, like, this is my first video in October. Halloween month, the scariest month of the year, and I plan on making a lot more, not just on Fridays, because I really want to fill this month with scariness before it starts getting to a jolly happy time during Christmas. Even though I can still do scary videos during Christmas, it doesn't, like, cancel that out. Scary videos are an awesome thing. Scary videos are, like, amazing. I love watching them on YouTube. I love watching scary Christmas stories. I don't know. Just, like, something about it. Just, like, it's that creepy vibe because it's supposed to be a happy time turning into a scary time. But this video is going on 24 minutes. So, I think it's time for me to say goodbye. And if you guys like this video, if you guys like these types of videos where I explain stuff or just read scary stories, then comment down below, give this video a like, and subscribe. Whew. I feel like, you know, I'm not as awkward. Anyway, I feel like I'm not as awkward. I feel like I was actually genuinely talking to someone. Anyway, I hope you guys like this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye. I feel like every time we do that, that's cringy. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time.